Are you new to running? Maybe unsure where to begin? Anyways, this is R.A.N.T episode 15, and if you're new to running, this episode's for you.
Hey folks, it's Ray here. Some people call me Razor. I heard that you want to get started, you want to get out there and do some running. That's great. First thing, I want you to remember, understand it's not easy. It's definitely hard to do, so don't get discouraged. One foot in front of the other, get started, don't quit. The benefits far outweigh the negatives. You can do this.
What's up, pals? Coach Eric here. And just to build off of what Ray was saying, this running thing is pretty difficult in the long term. However, just remember, no matter what pace you run, you are a runner. So if you're running 7-minute pace, you're a runner. If you're running 15-minute pace, you're a runner. So go at your own speed and don't get too swept up in what everybody else is doing.
One of the best places to start for a beginner runner is proper footwear.
You're so right, Adam. Proper footwear is the place to start if you're a beginner. You'll notice every single brand has a bunch of different shoes, and it's really difficult to figure out where to go. Like, do I get a Brooks shoe? Do I get a Saucony shoe? Should I wear an Asics shoe? Should I wear a Reebok shoe? What do I put on my feet? That's where Rhode Runner and running specialty stores come into focus. If you can, make your way to a run specialty shop. They'll do a gait analysis. They'll get you fit up for the right type of shoe in terms of like the level of support and cushioning you're looking for, and then they'll get you the right fitting shoe. And that's the key.
You got the shoes covered. You don't want to forget about these babies. Socks, good socks. You want a sock that's gonna moisture wick. So in other words, it's gonna allow moisture to move away from your foot so you have less friction and you don't get blisters. You don't want blisters. They will stop you dead in your tracks. You can get these at your local running store as well. A lot of good brands out there. Features, Belega.
At USA Track and Field Coaching School, they often talked about the Captable Approach. And this is just basically, you start small. You crawl before you walk before you run. So basically what you're doing is you're establishing a base level where your starting point is, and you're building from there.
So to build off of what Adam was just saying, we want a training program that incorporates running and walking together. If you're just starting, you might want to come right out of the gate and go for like a 1-mile run or a 2-mile run. Don't do that. Incorporate some walking into your training. What we like to do is start with a 1-minute run followed by a 1-minute walk 10 times. What that does is it just gives you some time to recover from the run and you don't get too overwhelmed with it. So start with a run walk and then gradually decrease the amount of walking you're doing and gradually increase the amount of running you're doing.
When you're just getting started, I think a big thing is it can be very, very overwhelming to get out there and start running. Inevitably, when I coach, people will come up to me and they will talk to me about running form. And running form is very important, don't get me wrong. But I urge beginners just to get out there and get started. Okay, sometimes people will go online or they'll talk to friends, they'll get books in the library, and they'll talk about running form, and they get all kind of hung up on having to breathe a certain way, run a certain way. I just tell people, get out there, get started, do you. As you get moving and the more you run, you're gonna get more fit, you're gonna become a more efficient runner and have better running form, okay? But that's further on down the road.
Great place to hang out for beginner runners is with the local running club. There's several, no matter where you go, all over the country. You have running clubs, you'll be surrounded by like-minded individuals. Other individuals who want to stay healthy and fit. It's a great way to stay motivated as well.
So one thing that gets overlooked when you're just starting running is running safety. Running with a group is a fantastic way to kind of keep safe when you're out there. If you can't get with a group, if you're concerned about the pandemic happening and you want to run by yourself, try to find somewhere safe with not a lot of traffic. Things like a track, bike paths are great. If you do have to run on the roads, make sure that you face traffic so you can see cars coming at you. That way, you know, if there's a car coming, you can kind of get out of the way. And if it's dark out, because we're kind of getting into fall, take a look at some blinking lights, some reflective vests, maybe some apparel with some reflectivity on it, just to make sure you're seen when you're out there.
We talked about shoes being important, we talked about socks being important. Another thing that's very important as you get going is apparel. Okay, you don't want to load yourself down with a lot of cotton gear. You want to get something that's moisture wicking. So you want to get thin layers, shirts, shorts, pants that are moisture wicking. In other words, you're going to allow moisture to move away from your body, and so that moisture can evaporate. Keep it cooler, keep it lightweight, keep it comfortable.
All right, hopefully we got you started on the right foot. Anyways, feel free to comment below. Let us know if there's anything else you want to see in a future video, and feel free to like and subscribe. Catch you next time.